Hey everybody, how you doing? Does anybody here struggle with any thyroid issues like hyperthyroid or hypothyroidism? Because that's currently what's happening to me right now. Well, it's been happening over the past few months. I had hyperthyroidism, and then now I was being treated for that, and then now it's skewing to the other end of hypothyroidism. And just to keep it short, like the thyroid it's a gland that controls like the hormones and stuff like that. And there was a bit of an overproduction in the beginning where like my hormone levels were high, like they were in the hundreds and they're not supposed to be in the hundreds. But yeah, now it's going the other way. And I guess this isn't so much of like a life update video, but it's more of like if anybody has thyroid issues, or if you know somebody that does, like how did that person handle it? Because I'm going to be finding out in a couple weeks if this is like I think the word that the specialist used was like a transient thing where it only lasts from like 6 to 8 months, or if it's an autoimmune problem called like Graves' disease, which can be like a lifetime thing. You know what I mean? And I just noticed that over the span of like since late last year, I've been feeling this way. But it hasn't, like with my anxiety spiking and me not knowing how to control that kind of stuff. And it just kind of came up out of nowhere. And I didn't find out until like July of this year that it was my thyroid giving me this issue. I just thought that the whole time I was just experiencing anxiety for the first time, come to find out that it's a side effect of the thyroid. And I guess the way that it's affected me, and I know this sounds lame, like it doesn't really, let me just explain it. Like when I go to grocery stores and stuff like that, I have a hard time like being in there for a long time. I feel like I'm gonna pass out, and it's weird. It's really, really weird. Like even like eating in indoor restaurants, like being indoors for a long time for me is just like, I always need like a breath of fresh air and stuff like that. And I've never had to like worry about that stuff before. And even like I went to Disneyland like a month ago, no, maybe a couple weeks ago and stuff like that. And I was just on edge the whole entire time. Like I was so tense, and then my anxiety was spiking and stuff. So this is definitely not relatable to people that, I mean, if this is your first time hearing this, you might be like, just toughen up. Like it's not a big deal. You know what I'm saying? But it's weird because I get you, and that was my mindset with it. It's like, yo, like chill out. But it's weird when it's like you can't control it, and then you just like you react to it. You know what I mean? Like you start, God, it's fuck. I wish I can describe this better, but yeah, I guess, like I said, I didn't want this to be like, oh, update everybody, this is what I'm going, you know what I mean? But it's, if anybody has struggled with it before, or if they know somebody, how did that person manage? Because I know people have different like side effects with it. Like you might have thyroid issues, but you have no problem going clubbing and stuff like that. Like that doesn't affect you. But for me, like being in like crowded environments and being like indoors and all that kind of stuff, like that's, and it sounds like claustrophobia, but I swear that it's like, that it's not, you know. It's so weird. This is weird. Probably the most confusing video I've ever put out, but I don't know, I'm just gonna put it out there just in case, like if somebody relates or if they've experienced that. Like I want to know, like, oh, what did you do to feel better, and like all that. How did you handle your business, I guess. So yeah, I'll make a video after this one. If you watched this one, thanks. If it was confusing, my bad. Okay, just yeah. All right. See you later. Bye.